Have you ever felt like history is more than just dates and battles? That somewhere, hidden in the sands of time, are stories far more fascinating than what we're taught in school? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on history books to explore the jaw-dropping secrets of lost civilizations. Get ready, because what you're about to hear will change the way you see the past forever. Let's start with a place shrouded in mystery, the Indus Valley Civilization. Flourishing over 4,000 years ago in what is now Pakistan and India, cities like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa were marvels of urban planning. We're talking about sophisticated grid-like street layouts, advanced drainage systems, and multi-story brick houses. For comparison, many European cities didn't achieve this level of organization until the Roman era, thousands of years later. But here's the kicker: we still can't read their script. Imagine a civilization so advanced with a population in the millions, and their stories, their laws, their literature are completely silent to us. It's like finding a library full of books written in a language no one on Earth can decipher. What knowledge did they possess? What epic tales did they tell? The silence is deafening, and the mystery deepens. Archaeologists have found very few weapons and no definitive signs of a standing army. The cities lack grand palaces for kings or monumental temples for powerful priests. This has led some experts to theorize that the Indus Valley might have been a peaceful, egalitarian society, governed by councils rather than a single ruler. Could you imagine a civilization of this scale thriving for centuries without warfare? It's a radical idea that challenges our fundamental assumptions about human society and power. Then, around 1900 BC, it all just vanished. There's no evidence of a massive invasion or a single catastrophic event. Theories range from climate change drying up the life-giving Sarasvati River to a gradual decline from internal social shifts. The people of the Indus Valley simply faded away, leaving behind their enigmatic cities and a puzzle that continues to baffle us. Now, let's journey across the world to the Americas, long before Columbus ever set sail. We're going to talk about the Olmecs, Mesoamerica's mother culture. Active from around 1600 BC in the tropical lowlands of south-central Mexico, the Olmecs laid the groundwork for later civilizations like the Maya and the Aztecs. You've probably seen their most famous creations, the colossal heads. These are enormous stone sculptures of human heads, some standing up to 11 feet tall and weighing as much as 40 tons. Each one has a unique, individual face, believed to be portraits of powerful Olmec rulers. But think about this: the volcanic basalt rock used to carve them was quarried over 100 miles away from where the heads were found. How, without wheels or draft animals, did they transport these multi-ton blocks of stone through dense jungle and swampy terrain? The sheer engineering feat is mind-boggling. It suggests a level of social organization and ingenuity that we're only just beginning to appreciate. The Olmecs also gave us some of the earliest writing and calendars in the Western Hemisphere. Or was it internal conflict? The Olmecs left behind a legacy that shaped an entire continent, yet the final chapter of their own story remains unwritten. Their legacy is like a powerful echo in the halls of history, a foundation built by ghosts. Speaking of ghosts, let's sail into the vast Pacific to the most isolated piece of inhabited land on Earth, Easter Island or Rapa Nui. We all know the iconic Moai statues, those massive stone figures with their solemn, brooding faces. There are nearly 1,000 of them scattered across the island. But the real story isn't just the statues themselves. It's the people who made them and the society that collapsed. The Rapa Nui people, who arrived on this tiny island around 1200 AD, developed a complex society in complete isolation. They carved and erected these giant statues, a process that required immense resources, manpower, and a shared cultural belief system. But what history books often gloss over is the stark warning their story holds. Pollen analysis of ancient lakebeds shows that when the Polynesians first arrived, the island was covered in a lush palm forest. Over centuries, they cleared the forests to transport the moai and to make way for agriculture. This deforestation led to catastrophic soil erosion. Without large trees, they could no longer build the sturdy canoes needed for deep-sea fishing. Their society spiraled into decline. Resources grew scarce, leading to internal conflict, and according to some oral traditions, even cannibalism. By the time Europeans arrived in the 18th century, they found a small, struggling population on a barren landscape, with the great statues standing as silent witnesses to a forgotten age of glory and a tragic environmental collapse. The mystery of Rapa Nui isn't just how they moved the statues, but why they sacrificed their entire world to do it. It's a powerful cautionary tale written in stone. Finally, let's dive beneath the waves. For centuries, we've heard Plato's tale of Atlantis, a magnificent island civilization that sank into the sea in a single day and night. While Atlantis itself is likely a myth, a philosophical allegory, the idea of a real, advanced civilization being swallowed by the ocean isn't so far-fetched. Meet the Thera-Minoan civilization on the Greek island of Santorini. Anciently known as Thera, around 1600 BC, a volcanic eruption of unimaginable power blew the island apart. It was one of the largest volcanic events in human history, hundreds of times more powerful than Krakatoa. Excavations at Akrotiri, a settlement on Thera buried in ash Pompeii style, have revealed a stunningly advanced Minoan port city. We see three-story buildings with intricate, colorful frescoes depicting lively scenes of nature, festivals, and maritime adventures. They had running water and advanced plumbing systems with toilets again, a level of comfort not seen in many parts of the world for thousands of years. The art shows a society that seemed to value nature, beauty, and possibly gender equality, with women depicted in prominent roles. But when archaeologists excavated Akrotiri, they found no human remains and very few precious objects. It seems the inhabitants had warning of the impending eruption and evacuated. Where did they go? Did they escape to nearby Crete, the center of the Minoan civilization? Many scholars believe the tsunami and ashfall from the Thera eruption dealt a fatal blow to the entire Minoan civilization, which mysteriously collapsed not long after. Could the dramatic end of the Minoan culture on Thera be the real historical event that inspired Plato's story of Atlantis? It's a tantalizing possibility. From the silent cities of the Indus Valley to the stone-faced guardians of Rapa Nui, these lost civilizations offer us more questions than answers. They remind us that our written history is just one version of the story, and that the past is filled with incredible achievements, profound mysteries, and stark warnings. They challenge our ideas about progress, power, and what it truly means to be civilized. The earth beneath our feet is a library of forgotten tales, and we've only just begun to read the first page. What do you think is the most fascinating secret of these lost worlds? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures into the history they didn't teach you in school. Thanks for watching.